I know, my writing sucks. What am I doing wasting all those arrows? Well, I can now, because the mob system's up and running. So, I've extended it. It's now 4 layers, stacked on top of each other. Each layer has 4 pads. Each pad is 32 blocks of spawning space. And that comes to a total of 32 times 4 times 4. 512 spawning spots inside that giant cube-like box. So, how does it perform? So-so. If you look at your entity thing at the top over here, the first number tells you how many entities you're looking at, so a mob counts as an entity. And I'm only looking at 16, 15, 14, 13 inside of this cube, so could be better. But actually this rate right now is probably better than my old mob system. So I'm looking forward to maxing this thing out. I think it'll be pretty good. So on average, I'd say it does about 20 to 30 mobs. Right now it's a little slower for some reason. Probably have slimes down below again. So the mob limit is, I believe, 79. That means we can make this thing about 4 times faster at max capacity using this design up in the sky. So should be pretty cool when I get all maxed out. Yeah, but lots and lots of resources to build it. That's kind of why I recommend that original style, just because it requires so many resources to build it in the sky like this. I've used, I think, two double chests of cobblestone, I think, to build this thing. 4 layers only, and I need to make it, I think, 2 or 3 times larger yet, I believe is what I'm going to do. So it's a lot easier to build them underground. It's faster to build them underground. And you gain resources building them underground, and they don't make giant cubes in your sky if you build them underground. So there's advantages to both methods. This one is obviously more efficient though. Yeah, I just checked my slime farm here, and it looks like there's tons of guys down here again. And they were interfering with the numbers I just showed you. Normally I have, I think, around 30 to 40 mobs spawning in that giant tower I just built. But when I showed you, it was only about 15 to 20. And so these guys are taking up mob spots that could be going to the skeletons, creepers, zombies, etc. So you need to get rid of these guys. The 2 mob systems kind of work together, the slime one and the other hostile one. If you want a really good slime farm, you need to constantly be killing the other hostile mobs, because these guys have a slim chance of spawning. But if you're killing creepers and that quite often, then every time a new mob spawns, there's a slim chance it will be a slime, and you're just increasing the number of times that dice roll occurs. So you will get more slimes if you're killing the other mobs quickly. And that's why my slime farm's filling up so fast now. But also, if you want a good hostile mob system, you need a slime farm that you can shut off. So I need some way of flooding my slime pads when I get this thing finished. Otherwise, they're going to keep interfering with my numbers like they have been. Hee hee hee. Yeah, there's a lot of slimes down there. I did a test and after I killed them, I let that run for another minute or two, then I went back down and there's about another 10 slimes down there, so they're definitely spawning quickly with that thing running. But I just killed them all again, and now this thing should be running a little bit better. Of course, it is slightly random. 17, 20, 32. So if there's no mobs, or no slimes, I should say, then this thing will handle about 30 mobs at a time. Since the limit is 80, we want it up to 80. So this will be 2 to 3 times faster than it is right now, which would be awesome. But to get that, we either need to make this bigger. I'm thinking either expanding it or making 2 or 3 of them. But before I think of doing that, I'm going to make a strong effort to light up every single cave in the area. And those are pretty easy to find if you use F3. Like just looking at the ground, there's 2 mobs below me somewhere in caves. If you look at the entity thing at the top left there, 3 mobs, 7 mobs, 10 mobs. So if you wander around your perimeter here, try to, even though you can't see the tags necessarily on the mobs, the game will pick them up at your entity thing here. So it's kind of like radar. 2 mobs, it's pretty good. 3, 4. So I would try to find a high concentration of them and then dig down there. I think I saw some actually really close to the surface here before. Let's check if they're there again. 10, 11, so this is a pretty bad spot near here. Yeah, right below here I saw some. 4, 5. Don't really see any right now, but I know there was some. So, let's go check it out. This is how we dig in oceans. Yeah, there's a bunch over there. Digging down is cool. Wow, there's a big cave over there. Directly below my base. Let's go check it out to see what's going on. So I gotta find all these caves that are hidden, light them up, and then I will get many more mobs in my mob system. Iron. You can hear them. It's a tedious process though, lighting up all the caves, but usually when you do it, you get tons of resources, so you know, I never just go resource hunting or anything like that. I'm always doing 2 things at once. I'm lighting up caves and getting resources and having fun exploring underground. So, kind of like multitasking. No, that's not really what multitasking is. Whoa. Of course, I don't have any armor on me or anything, or food, so I might be switching to peaceful here. Wasn't really planning to go caving right now. And get rid of some stuff. Creepy. They're just watching me. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Ah, dang. So yeah, this is not a huge cave, but you saw how many mobs were in here in such a small cave. As you decrease the number of spots where they can spawn, their concentrations will get higher in smaller areas. And we can hear there's more caves near here, so let's go check it out. This is the stuff I usually do off camera, but I'll try something a little different today, just for a brief little while. Another small cave, nothing major. Probably would never find it without using F3. I'm worried that feature's going to be gone soon. I use it a lot. Yep. So, light up the caves. Don't be stingy with the torches or you'll regret it later. Make sure you have it light enough. Let's go run through here. Yeah, pretty small cave. And I can see there's 4 more mobs down there, very close. And I think I saw some more somewhere over there. So I'll do a little bit of lighting here, and I will meet you back at the surface in just a little sec. A little while. Okay, so we're back up here. I thought it'd be good to take you up to the tower, up close and personal. I'll show you a little problem I have now. It's a pretty big tower. Yes, here we are. This is the top. This is how you can get down. So maybe I'll point out one thing first. A lot of people were concerned that mobs are going to walk into these water columns and then drown or get stuck or something. Doesn't happen. These are considered drops, so mobs don't walk off these things unless they're pushed, and even if they are, it happens very rare and they drown if it does happen. I think I only saw it happen once. It's very rare. It's not a problem. So, don't worry about that. We're at the top here. We're at Y coordinate 124, basically the top of the world, and that presents my next problem. This final layer I put on is pretty close to the top. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4. Can only place 4 blocks down yet before we reach the top of the map, and I need to build my spider shut-off thing using water, and also my lighting system using lava. So I got to get water and lava down these 4 holes here. And that's a real challenge because we're at the top of the map and we have pretty much no working room. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to do. So if I dump water here, it'll go to 3 of the holes. That's the thing, I kind of need to put another layer on the top so light doesn't get down and interfere. Because if this isn't covered directly above these holes, light will get down here and then it'll light up the pads, and we won't be able to make it completely dark down there. So it's kind of troubling. The other thing is if I pour lava in there, I brought some lava, I have that problem where it won't disappear. It takes forever. Because it goes horizontally like that. And now if I remove it, this lava pile here won't disappear for a long time. So it is a problem after all, so I need to figure something out here. The main annoyance I have with this design is it's based off of even numbers, so I put water here, it only flows to one hole. Same here, so there's no real good trick to making it go to all 4 holes since it's an even number. But if it, like this is a base 4 thing here, if it was base 5 I could just put it in the center and it would go to all 4 holes, no problem. So I don't know what to do. I've just been messing around with a few ideas. This one is a possibility. It's not perfect. It is within 1, 2, 3 blocks like I need it to be. If I flick this lever here, water will go to 3 of the holes. And then this one here would cause lava to go to the other 3. Like that. The only problem, of course, is lava takes... Oops. Well, there's 2 problems. That's another problem. You can't have them both going at the same time, or you'll produce cobblestone. The other problem is the lava takes a while to disappear. So I don't know. I'm trying to avoid having to use 2 pistons for each hole, but it might not be possible. A 2 piston per hole idea would probably work something like this. Have water and lava. Piston go down, water goes down the hole. Switch it off, lava goes down. But again, the problem is there would be a lot of wiring, there'd be a lot of pistons, kind of suck to build. And you probably have the issue where they both can't be on at the same time. Lava's on. And you got a cobblestone generator, so yeah. Not the best idea. Oh man, I was just about to give up on the idea of having a lighting system. I decided to give it one more shot, and I found something that works really well and does everything I wanted it to. It's still within the 3 block height boundary I'm limited to here. It has a spider option and a lighting option, and uses only 2 pistons per 4 holes. So it's pretty good. Let's check it out. First of all, water. Water is in there. And this is how it flows down. Goes to that hole, this one, and this one, and this one. So all 4. It's really good. Now, shuts off quick. See it disappearing down there. And we have the lighting option. There's lava directly above, so it flows down only 1 hole. It's a vertical column, so it will disappear quickly when we shut it off. And here's the real beauty. Since it's a vertical thing, it'll cut through water. So if we turn it on when the water's still on, doesn't matter. Coming down. Pretty cool. Now there is one slight problem with this still. It's a very slight problem. If we have lava here, then it doesn't fully light up one of these pads, because this is light level 15 there, 13, 11, 9, and 7 in the very corner one. Mobs can spawn on light level 7, even though it's not common. The darker it is, the more likely they're to spawn. It is possible though, so I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a big enough issue that it concerns me. I think it'll be okay. Even though it is possible for them to spawn still, it would be extremely rare. I hope. Because there's only 4 blocks per layer. 4 layers, 16. 16 blocks will be at light level 7 in this whole thing. And the water kind of waits for the lava to disappear. It's kind of interesting how water does this. It doesn't spill out all over the place. It stays in a column. That's kind of cool. So I think this is what I'm going to do. I think it's the best way, but please, if you have a better idea, send me a video response or something, and I will maybe use your idea instead, because this one's not perfect. It's the best one I found, but it's not perfect. I just made one more refinement to it too. I was using a regular piston before, then I realized that the lava, the light from the lava above, could reach down to the spawning pads below. So now I'm using a sticky piston with a solid block under the lava, so it will be completely dark in here. I will probably fill this room with half slabs or something, because otherwise light would be able to go down this hole onto the pads, which would cause problems. So this should work. And the wiring is going to be super simple for this, because it's really close together here. And I don't think I showed you if the lava's going and you turn water on. It still tries to go to that hole that the lava's going down, and it won't flow out this way. It'll just kind of wait for the lava to disappear. And then when it does, it decides to go. So, pretty cool. But again, if you have a better idea, let me know, because I'm always open for better ideas. Yep, so that's the plan. This is how I'm going to do it unless someone pitches me something better. And you can see it goes down to every layer, which is cool. So now we have one other thing to figure out. I'm pretty sure I have most of the caves lit up, like the majority of it, and it's still not going to be able to keep up at this size, so I might need to make 2 of these, possibly 3, and then hook them together. So it's going to take up a lot of space, really, and a lot of resources. Yep. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Let me know any suggestions you have, and I will see you again next time. Take care. Bye-bye.